Okay. This is the first video in my university accommodation and it's not going to be a happy fun video that you're probably expecting, so I'm sorry about that. I really don't know how to start this off. Okay. I'm sure a lot of you know about a famous YouTuber slash ex-Big Brother star called Sam Pepper. There's been a lot of controversy around him at the moment because he released a YouTube video whereby he is seen to be sexually harassing women, pulling it off as a prank. He basically went up to them and pinched their asses, and he claims this is a social experiment to showcase how relaxed society is about assault and how it can affect men and women equally. I literally had to write that down and read it out because I just can't memorise it because I think it's such horse shit. Since that video has been released, a lot of people have come forward about experiences that they have had with him slash other kind of YouTubers. I've decided to join these women slash, sadly a lot of them are young girls. When it first happened to me, I was never really fussed about it. I was quite excited about the fact that at the start it happened, that I was talking to Sam. I think that's why this video is so important. As things progressed and he started to become more and more inappropriate with me, although I felt uncomfortable, I did not see it as anything that anyone should know about. When I was 15 years old, I went to Festive YouTube Gathering in 2011. There I actually met Sam Pepper and he interviewed me for his YouTube channel. I think the video is still up. I didn't really think anything of it, and then the next day I got a message on Twitter from him and he said that he had spent hours searching for me on YouTube so that he could message me. I was so excited. I rang up my friend Helen and I was like, oh my god, guess who just messaged me? Because Sam Pepper was like my favourite guy on Big Brother. Like, I really wanted him to win and I had like a massive crush on him when he was on Big Brother, so this just like completed my life. He then messaged me on Facebook and the first message he sent to me was, how old are you? As soon as I said I was 15, he said, I was gonna say you're really cute, but that's just wrong, isn't it? Immediately asked me if he wanted to have a secret love affair with me. I obviously thought this was a massive joke because who the hell would message you and say that? So I was kind of like, oh, very funny. And I was just like, oh, no one would ever know. I'm just another fangirl trying to get noticed by you, you know, just playing it off as a joke, because that's what I thought it was. And he didn't even carry on with the joke. He just said, this is too risky if anyone found out I was talking to you. Where do you live? How far from Croydon? I think that's where he lived at the time. He'd only sent, I'd say, about 10 messages to each other, and he straight away said to me, would you like to come down and see me? You could stay over and we could have a night of YouTube videos. You won't be in my videos, you slut, but we can watch YouTube videos. I, again, just thought he was joking, because why would you invite someone over to make a YouTube video but not actually make the YouTube video? Me being a 15-year-old girl who loved Big Brother and Sam Pepper, even though I was beginning to feel slightly uncomfortable, I was still very excited to be speaking to him. So I was like, not being funny, I don't really know you, but maybe we should get to know each other first. And he said, you can come down, but it's a secret or it's not happening, so what do you choose? So he was already forcing me to kind of make a decision. Then I just said, it kind of sounds a bit dodgy with it being kept a secret. I don't really know you yet. And he put, you're so funny to wind up, I'm only messing with you. After that, the topic changed until again he told me that I was cute. He asked me how much it would cost me to get to his. He asked me what ethnicity I was. Then when I told him, he said that he totally has a thing for my ethnicity. And then he asked me for my Skype. So we added each other. I'm not going to be able to go through all of the conversations because we seriously used to speak for like hours at a time for a good like 3-4 weeks. He would never speak to me unless I went on webcam with him. He used to send pictures of me off my Facebook in short clothes telling me I look good. When he did this, I just completely ignored him. As I was 15 and I really liked him, he would message me again in a few days' time and we would Skype, and that's when he would do it again. So after that, he told me that he had a crush on me. He told me that I fancied him, and then he told me he was sick of talking to me on Skype and he would stop Skyping me unless I met up with him. Looking back, I feel like I was manipulated to feel guilty in order for him to get me to meet up with him, but at the time I just felt guilty because I thought, what if he does actually have a crush on me, and what if he does actually want to speak to me, which obviously he didn't. So I messaged him and said, if I say I won't meet up with you, you would never talk to me again, so we can meet up and go shopping. I said this so that we would be in a public place and so that I did not have to go to his. This message was completely ignored. Another day we Skyped again. He refused to Skype me unless I went on video, and I could only go on video if I did a naked dance. Again, a few days later we Skyped and he was still trying to convince me to go to his house. He said that we could get drunk. However, then he said that he doesn't drink, so it would just be me, a 15-year-old underage girl, drinking alone in his flat with him. Asked me to send a picture of me holding his name up or something, so I sent him that, just like a normal picture, and he told me that I wasn't naked enough in it. Around this time was the point where I completely just started to ignore him, because I just wasn't comfortable with the whole thing, you know, because it started off seeming quite innocent when he was saying like, oh, you know, you're cute, like you could just pass it off as a compliment. But when he started saying things like this is when I thought, okay. So after I ignored him, a few days later he messaged me again and said that he was suicidal because he hadn't seen cleavage in so long, and that if I could please provide that for him. I reminded him that I was 15, and he said, okay, we should stop talking then. I at that point felt like I had upset him, and I thought if I don't do that particular thing, then he's never going to speak to me again, and I didn't want that to happen because I really enjoyed speaking to him as well as a person. So I just said to him, we should stop talking about that, like boobs and stuff, but we should still talk. And he said, I don't think it's best we talk anymore because now you think I'm a paedophile. I said no, I was only joking when I said that. So he said, okay, well then, come on webcam and show me your cleavage. Is that an issue? So I just said, asking 15-year-olds to show you their boobs, yes, there's an issue. I'm going to go and be cute with my boyfriend now because, oh, completely forgot to mention this whole time, as I told him multiple times, that I had a boyfriend, and everything he was saying to me was completely unwelcome. Despite me obviously rejecting everything he was saying, he still carried on, which to me is a form of sexual harassment. A lot of people could say to me, well, Neesey, this is your fault. You carried on speaking to someone who was talking to you in this way, but I think this is why I'm making this video. Despite the fact that he was 22 or 21 at the time and was telling me to get naked, was telling me that he wanted to get me drunk alone in his flat, was telling me that we weren't allowed to speak publicly about our Skyping and all that stuff, I felt like I didn't have... I felt like that nothing bad happened to me. Like, I felt like nothing serious enough had happened to me for me to complain about it to anyone. I was thinking, oh well, you know, he hasn't actually, you know, like had sex with me, or he hasn't, you know, forced me to do anything, so if I tell anyone that this has happened, they're just kind of gonna laugh in my face and say, well, you know, what did you expect? Neesey, don't be silly, he's just, you know, it's just banter. Finally got the courage to message one of my friends, Connor, hey Connor, and he also kind of persuaded me to do this video because I was kind of a bit iffy about it, and he could obviously see from an outsider point of view, and he basically told me that if I dared meet up with him because I was seriously considering it, he would shout at me. I then messaged him on Skype, and we hadn't spoken for a few weeks, and I just said, oh, you're a CUNT. And that's when he deleted me off Facebook and Skype, and eventually blocked me off Facebook, and yeah, it was great. I just feel like if there's anybody watching this who has been in this kind of situation, you should not feel like you are being pathetic or you're just being, you know, emotional, or you feel like, oh, boys will be boys, because this kind of behaviour is not the norm. Sometimes society would kind of see this whole situation as just playfulness, and that, you know, the girl should have known better than to speak to someone a lot older than her. A lot of younger people who are watching this, if they're ever found to be in this situation, whether it is someone like famous or not, they should just try and be more aware of what is happening to you, because at the time when it happened, as I've said, although I did feel uncomfortable, I felt manipulated into speaking to this person, because if I didn't respond to their like advances on me. They would get upset, or they would, you know, threaten to stop speaking to me. It makes me really, really sad to think back to when I was 15 and the fact that when I was that age, I really honestly thought that this was just nothing to be concerned about. I hope this helped at least one person. So happy that people are calling him and other YouTubers out for this kind of behaviour, because I think it's definitely spreading the message that this is a serious topic, and it can make people feel like they are like almost like worthless, that someone would do this to them, I guess. I think all my flatmates have listened to this whole video. The fact that I'm actually experiencing kind of a bit of anxiety about uploading this video because I don't want to seem stupid or that I'm just complaining about nothing, again reinstills the fact that this needs to be addressed. Yeah, I think I worded that okay. I think that went okay. Did it go okay? Tell me if it went okay. I really hope it went okay. Yes, I'll see you in my next video, guys.